Hello everyone, welcome to Back to Bach project. This is Palo Alto region. In this video, we are going to talk about music form, especially ternary and sonata form. We will be using two pieces as examples to show how music form serve in the structure of the piece.
Hi, my name is Iona, and today we will be talking about ternary form using Kreisler's tempo diminuito. So, what is ternary form? Ternary form is a three-part musical structure using A, B, A prime form. And section A presents a theme, and then section B contrasts that with new material. And then section A prime brings back that original theme, but either varies it or keeps it exactly the same. So what's the difference between ternary and binary form? Well, binary form is A-B, so it has two different sections. But ternary form has three sections and is like binary, but then it comes back to that first section and gives it some closure. So, Tempo Diminuito is a piece written by Fritz Kreisler, a violinist and composer of the 20th century, and he wrote it in the style of Gaetano Pugnani, who was an 18th century composer. And this piece is written in a classical minuet and trio form, and also, therefore, has ternary form. And it imitates the 18th century dance music, but includes his lyricism. So here's a snippet of section A. So that was the opening theme. And here is section B. Okay. And here is the almost exact return of section A prime. So, is that ternary form? Yes, because section A establishes the theme and also the central key, which is D major. And section B contrasts that with a key modulation of B minor, then G major, and then it changes the rhythm and adds some new motifs. And then lastly, section A prime brings back that theme almost exactly, but with some slight variations, and then it closes it. Thank you so much.
So what exactly is sonata form? It's a structure commonly used in the first movements of sonatas, concertos, symphonies, and string quartets, especially during the classical and romantic eras. It has three main sections: exposition, where two contrasting themes are introduced; development, where those themes are broken down, transformed, and moved through different keys; recapitulation, where the original themes return, now both in the home key. Many sonata movements also end with a coda, a concluding section that brings everything to a final close. It's helpful to compare sonata form to ternary form, or ABA form. Ternary form is simpler. It presents a section A, contrasts it with a B section, then returns to A. Sonata form, on the other hand, involves modulation between keys, develops themes more extensively, and provides a sense of dramatic journey and a resolution. That's why sonata form is used in larger, more dramatic works, while ternary form is more common in shorter lyrical pieces. Beethoven's Cello Sonata No. 3 begins in A major. The first theme is lyrical, flowing, and elegant. It is played by the cello alone, and the piano takes it over. After theme 1, we hear a transition section that modulates to the key of E major, the dominant key. This part is more active and prepares us for the next theme. Theme 2 is in E major. It is lighter, more delicate, and graceful compared to the first. The cello and piano share the melody here, creating a gentle contrast to the opening. Now comes the development section. This is where Beethoven gets creative. He takes materials from both theme 1 and theme 2, breaks them into motifs, and moves them through a series of remote keys. You'll hear sequences, imitation, and dramatic harmonic shifts. The development creates a lot of tension and instability. It's like we've left home and are wandering through unfamiliar territory. The instruments trade phrases, create echo effects, and push towards a climax, building anticipation for the return of stability. The recapitulation marks the return of the themes, but now both are in the home key of A major. Theme 1 is restated as in the beginning, but the transition is rewritten to avoid the modulation. This time it stays in A major. Theme 2 now appears in A major too, which resolves the earlier contrast between the tonic and dominant keys. Beethoven slightly adjusts the material to bring unity and balance, and to prepare for the closing section. Now the coda. Coda means tail in Latin, and in this piece it's much more than a brief ending. Beethoven uses it to reassert the home key and give the movement a powerful, satisfying conclusion. You'll hear motives from theme 1 and 2, now more dramatic, virtuosic passages in the piano, sudden dynamic shifts and sharp rhythmic gestures, a strong cadence in A major to close out the movement. The coda wraps up the emotional journey. It gives a sense of finality and strength. Beethoven doesn't just end, he declares.